In a wide and quiet forest, the morning sun was filtering through the trees. Tall trees created shadows, and golden light fell onto the ground through the leaves. As the forest slowly woke up, everything was calm and peaceful. Order was very important for the animals living in this forest. Everyone respected each other's space and tried to stay away from danger, because the forest had a king. The lion was the strongest animal in the forest. His wide shoulders, thick mane, and calm look grabbed everyone's attention. Anyone who saw him immediately felt his power. The lion didn't like to show off his strength. He didn't attack without a reason. He tried to keep the balance in the forest. That's why the animals trusted him, even if they were afraid of him. One morning, the lion had walked around the borders of the forest and made sure everything was okay. He needed to rest. He came under a big old tree. The ground was cool and the shadow was comfortable. The lion slowly lay down and closed his eyes. His breathing got heavy, and soon he fell into a deep sleep. His mane moved gently in the light breeze. His surroundings were completely silent. In another part of the same forest lived a little mouse. The mouse was one of the smallest creatures in the forest. He had little power, but a lot of curiosity. The mouse loved exploring his surroundings every day. He'd watch the big animals from far away and tried to understand how they lived. Today, he had gone a little further than usual. As he moved through the leaves on the ground, he noticed a large shadow. At first, he thought it was a rock. When he got a little closer, he realized it was an animal. The mouse looked carefully. He saw that the one lying on the ground was the lion. His heart started beating fast. It was very dangerous to be this close to such a creature. Even though the mouse was scared, his curiosity won. He got a little closer with silent steps. He looked at the lion's mane and huge paws. He watched him breathe. Just as he was about to turn back, he took a step forward without noticing. At that moment, the mouse stepped on the lion's tail. It was a small movement, but the result was huge. Time seemed to stop for a moment. The lion opened his eyes suddenly. The forest echoed with a powerful roar. The mouse froze right where he was. The lion reached out his paw and caught the mouse. The tiny mouse was trembling inside the giant claw. He had nowhere to run. The lion was trying to understand that this tiny creature didn't mean to cause harm. Still, he was angry. The mouse spoke in a shaking voice. He tried to explain his mistake. He was begging to stay alive. The lion smiled slightly. The idea that a mouse could hurt him seemed funny to him. But the mouse kept talking. The mouse said he might be able to help one day. He explained being small now didn't mean he would always be small. He was trying to be brave. The lion paused at these words. Such an idea of help seemed strange to him, but he saw sincerity in the mouse. He told the mouse to go, reminded him to be more careful next time. Days passed, and life in the forest continued as normal. The lion was walking around the forest again. Everything looked calm. One day, the lion headed to a part of the forest he hadn't gone to much before. The area was quiet. He didn't notice the danger. Suddenly, a strong net fell over him. The lion had fallen into a trap before he understood what was happening. Hunters wanted to catch him. The lion used his strength to break free. He pulled, pushed, and forced the nets, but the net was very strong. He started to get tired. No matter how hard he tried, he couldn't escape. For the first time, he felt truly helpless. The lion roared loudly. His voice echoed through the forest. He needed help. Hearing the sound, the mouse stopped. He recognized the roar. The mouse ran toward where the sound came from. He passed through the bushes. He saw the lion inside the net. The lion noticed the mouse. There was surprise in his eyes. He accepted he needed a little help. The mouse approached the nets without stopping. He started gnawing at the ropes with his small teeth. The job was hard, but it was possible. Time passed and the mouse worked patiently. The net slowly loosened. The lion felt he could move. Finally, the lion was completely free. He stood up and took a deep breath. He was free. The lion looked at the mouse and bowed his head. He realized he had been wrong before. Every power had a different time. The mouse smiled silently. He was happy to have been able to help. His fear was gone. From that day on, the lion and the mouse became friends. They started being seen together in the forest. Everyone talked about this friendship. The animals started to value kindness, not just strength. They learned that the small can do big things too. The forest became a more peaceful place. This story was told in the forest for a long time. Everyone learned a lesson from this friendship. And so, the fairy tale ended.